Alright everybody, so I'm back. As you may or may not know, KB released an album this past weekend called His Glory Alone. And if you know me, you know I'm a big KB fan. And you might have watched my reactions to his music videos lately, because he's been releasing some singles up to this album. And I decided that I might as well review the album. So that's what I do. This is gonna be an album and a breakdown, an album review and a breakdown. So first, I'm just gonna give you like my overall thought on the album. I was very excited for this album. I was sad, that he left Reach Records. That was a sad thing. I'm gonna close my computer because it's almost dead and a lot of my notes are on there. I was very sad that he left Reach Records. KB was one of the best on Reach, if you ask me. But he's doing him, and there might have been things that he was wanting to do that Reach wouldn't let him do, or I don't know what the situation with that is, and I'd rather not get into all that, I guess. And he signed with another label, and I feel like I can tell a difference in the music, like low-key. I don't know, it does feel different. Like, it doesn't really feel like it was produced by Reach, you know what I'm saying? Armies came out, and that still might be like my favorite single of 2020. I don't know yet. I mean, I'd have to go back and look at everything come out, but I love that song so much. And then 10K came out, and there were spins on the Chris Tomlin song and the Matt Redman song, and I was like, this whole album is gonna be like remixes of like contemporary songs. And then he dropped a Little Boy, and I didn't like it very much. It just wasn't really my jam. It wasn't a contemporary like remix, whatever. And I was like, oh, well, maybe this album's not gonna be what I thought it was. That being said, the album was so good. There was a lot of different like remixes of contemporary songs. We'll get into that when I talk about it. But KB wise, I feel like this is one of his best albums. Even though Today We Rebel is like my favorite KB album, it's still higher than this one for sure. But this one, this His Glory Alone and like Tomorrow We Live, they're pretty close. I feel like His Glory Alone is better. And I hate talking it up so much, when it's new. That's why I've kind of taken time to make this review, is to let everything kind of sink in. So it's new, so there's more hype around it right now. But I really do feel like it's better than Tomorrow We Live. But I don't think it's better than Today We Rebel. I think I've come to that. Like, I've listened to it every day since it's come out. That being said, let's start talking about the album. Now I'll open my computer. Alright, so it starts off with this big intro song called Let It Rain. And I'm telling you, when I heard this song, I knew that this album was going to be something. It was just, it's like, it comes up strong. It's got a very, very upbeat feel to it. Bizzle is in the song, which is cool. He did a good job. I thought it was kind of weird that he chose Bizzle to be in it. I mean, they might have a really good friendship, but to me, Bizzle's voice almost didn't match the track that much. Like, I feel like, I told my brother when I feel like Triple E would have been a better pick, just because of the way the music was there at the end. I feel like Triple E's voice would have fit there better, but that's just me again. The song's fire, and in this song, Bizzle and KB, they're just like saying, God, come down, come rain. Like in the chorus, they're saying, like, God, this is all on you. We're here, but this is all on you. Come down, reign over, fill us with your spirit, that type of thing. And the chorus was apparently like adapted from a Michael W. Smith song called Let It Rain. I have not heard that song before. So like I said, this is like, they are remixes of some songs. The whole my God, it's all on you from the chorus, it's that had some power behind it. When I was listening to it, I was like, because let's face it, 2020's kind of sucked. So it's like, God, it's all on you, like, I've had enough of this year. I'm ready for something positive, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all on you, let's do it. Let me get a drink. Song number 2, Little Boy. I talked about this a little earlier. Didn't vibe with this song that much when it came out. And there's not this, like, I can't even tell you what it is, like, that I don't like. It's just a song that's just there. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not one that I'm gonna listen to over and over. And as a matter of fact, I believe it's probably my least favorite on the whole album. I mean, music is a very, like, opinionated thing, though. Like, no, that's not the real word. Your thought of your music is very based on your opinion. So just because I don't like the song does not mean it's good, not good. You know what I'm saying? It could be your favorite song. It's just like, there's a word for that, and I just can't think of what it is right now. Song number 3, 10K, which was the second single he released. The song jams. I listen to the song a lot. It's fire. Alright, I just gotta say that real quick. It's fire. But it spins on the Matt Redman song, 10,000 Reasons. I almost said 10,000 Hours. That's not right. This is not Justin Bieber. The 10,000 Reasons song, which is very popular. You know, growing up, my parents listened to Christian radio. So like most of these songs I know, just like the Matt Redman song. The song's about like how I have 10,000 reasons to trust in God. You know, like one of the main lines in the chorus is, "I got a God that don't change with the season," and I just think that's fire. Okay, you think about it, God don't change. You know, seasons do change. So like, whatever God says, He don't change. That's it. You know, like whatever God's opinion is on this, that's it. You know, or I shouldn't say opinion because that makes it feel like it's just opinion. Whatever God's rule is, whatever God's way is, that don't change. You know what I'm saying? KB, he used to be known for going very fast. You know, stuff like Paganini, the Enemy song, or the Saints. There's a lot of songs with KB. You know, he just goes head in, you know, where you can't understand him. He does that in 10K. About halfway through the song, at some point, he just goes, and you're just like, you sit there, you have to shake your head because you're jamming to it, but you're like, I don't really know what he's saying. You know, you can understand that. Song number 4, it's called "This Is Life." This song was another song that I thought was just like straight up heat, straight fire. This song is like a little remix of the Hillsong United song called "So Will I," which is another song that I was familiar with. And this is what I wrote down in my notes. The hook of the song says, "I'm alive" a lot, and I take the song's meaning, given the Hillsong sample, is like, we're alive because of God, so why not share Him? And because if the stars were made to worship, so should we. It's also about not wanting fame and putting your faith in any man. That's what the song's about. I wrote a little paragraph there. The chorus going, "We're alive." I said we're alive a lot. And the whole thing is like, if I'm alive because of God, so why should I not proclaim it? And then he also, like I said, he also talks about like not putting your faith in men and not wanting fame, that type of thing. And you know, it's life. We're in life. So that's it. Song's fire. Song number 5, Armies. As I said earlier, this is my favorite on the album. This might be my favorite single of 2020. Like I said, I don't know yet. I would have to redo that. Go check everything. But the song is so fire, people. It's like an anthem vibe, but it's also like a spin on the Chris Tomlin song, the Angel Armies. Is that the name of the song? Or Whom Shall I Fear? Something like that. Oh, it's so heat. It just talks about like the confidence that we have of God being on our side and the angel armies that He has. And you go listen to that song if you wanna. Just go listen to that song if you haven't heard it. Song number 6, Masterpiece. The song, it's good, it's smooth, it's sweet. You're listening to it, and it's just something like he sings in it more than he raps. This is like he kind of, you know, focuses on his vocals a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The song, it's a love song to his daughter, which was just born this year, I believe. She's a little thing. I follow her on Instagram. She's still just a little thing. And it's just kind of telling her, no matter what anybody says or does, just know that your dad and God think that you're a masterpiece. And the whole song, he's calling her a masterpiece. And he also says, you know, whatever life throws at you, whatever things you have, you know, to overcome, it's turning you into a masterpiece, you know. And I was like, dang, that's fire. So track number 7 is called Libre, and I know what you're thinking. When you hear Libre, you think of Nacho Libre, but it's not like a lucha libre type thing. So this song, it's fire. This one kind of has like an anthem vibe too, actually. And Tommy Royale is in this song, and Tommy Royale is fire. You know, I've heard him like featured in a lot of things. Like I think he was in Summer 18, Summer 19. I mean Summer 19, Summer 20. I think he was in both of those. He was on Marty for President too. He was on Gavi's Heathen. He's been in a lot, but he raps in Spanish, and I'm not like, you know, very, very fluent in Spanish, so I don't understand everything, but I can tell you this voice spits, man. So I always get excited when I see that Tommy Royale is on a track because I think he's really good. A lot of KB stuff is in English. I think he does a little Spanish too, but like most of Tommy Royale's is in Spanish. And he has like one line in his whole verse is like English. It has something to do with like beef and being a vegan or something. The chorus, they say Yo soy libre a lot, which translates to I'm free, which makes you think of KB's other song called No Chains, you know, like a sequel to No Chains, but in Spanish. And there's also like, I think at the very beginning they say, Hoy no Satanas, I guess how you say that, which translates to Not Today, Satan, which is the title of another KB song featuring my boy Andy Mineo, which is fire. Song 8. I don't know. It's called the Yes Song. The song was fire as well. And it's got like, it spins off the vertical worship song, Yes I Will, which is another contemporary song that I was aware of. I knew it. In this song, KB's just saying like, yes I will to God, whether that be about, you know, praising him, or singing for him, or, you know, telling people about him, just saying, yes I will. But the coolest thing about this song is that I don't know if the vertical worship version does this. If so, it makes sense on why KB did it. But he takes the same chorus and he turns it around at the end as if God is saying, yes I will to us. Like about saying, like, yes I will lift you up, yes I will give you grace, yes I'll give you joy, and like all that type of stuff. And when he flipped it around at the end, I said, oof, man, that was some fire. Song number 9 is called Dark Skin, and it's a deep song. This is like one of the deepest KB songs. It might be the deepest. It's like, it's deep, it's vulnerable, it's, you feel it when he's you feel like he's actually right there saying this to you. And it's about having dark skin and like not being ashamed of it, owning it, being who God made you. It's got like testimonies. It tells stories in it of stuff that he's seen, things that have happened, and you know, he just kind of talks about like all the racism and the problems in the world right now, and it's really deep, really moving, and you should listen to it. Next song, called We Right Here. It's fire. It's also got like an anthem vibe because we right here. Like they just like yell it. And it reminds me of like the song I Believe from like Tomorrow We Live. It's kind of got that vibe to it. The way I took the song is that a lot of the older generation Christians, you know, think that Christianity is dying off. But I think the song is, you know, KB saying, like as the younger half of the generation, you know, we're right here. He's young, we're right here, you know. You might think that Christianity is dying, but we're here. And it's like, you ain't got things. I mean, you do have things to worry about. The world's crazy. But as far as that goes, we're right here. You don't got anything to worry about, you know, that type of thing. He also has a line in the verse that says, I'm running with the set, which is a callback to his song No Chains that starts with the same line. And there's another verse or another line in the song. He says that they say millennials are leaving God. I just smiled like you need to see the squad. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, people are just saying, like, oh, these young people, like, they ain't even with God. Like, they're just out here just being crazy. They've all abandoned God. But I think that's what this song is saying. Like, KB's saying, yo, we're right here. It's gonna be all right. You know, not all hope's lost. You know what I'm saying? He has a verse in it, and he has another line in it, just keep it jiggy. And, you know, I love a Will Smith reference. Number 11. It's called Loyal Till the End. This got my boy John Keith on it. Y'all know I think about John Keith. Boy's next. When I saw it, I was like, oh, John Keith. I'm like, well, that's gonna be fire. John comes in, KB does his thing. Yo, it's just fire all around. And this song talks about, you know, just being loyal to the end. And you can take that either way. I mean, the song says something about my dogs and all this. Like, you can take it as being a loyal bro, loyal friend, or, you know, being loyal to God throughout your whole life until the end, until you die. And for some reason, my notes didn't save the last song that I was gonna do, but I remember it. Song 12, the final song, is called Si Canción, which translates in Spanish to the Yes song. So it's just like the Spanish version of the Yes song, essentially. It has Blanca on it from Group 1 Crew. Is that what she was from? There's someone else in it. I can't remember right now. Curse you, notes. Curse you. But, yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty much the same song. It takes the lyrics. He says the lyrics again from the Vertical Worship song. But there's a whole lot more Spanish in this one. And from the translated stuff that I was seeing, it was talking more of like, if God's with me, yes, I will. Like, God's with me, so yes, I will do this. Like, talking about how God's not going to leave you. He's not going to forget about you. So, that's it. That's kind of the dissection of the album. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get all this out. I don't feel like my words were coming out the way I wanted them to. But, I hope I made you want to listen to the album if you have not yet. And if you have listened to the album, I want you to comment your thoughts down here. We can talk about it. Out of 10 stars, like, I give this joint like an 8. It's really good. Really, really good. One of the best albums of the year. And I think I'm gonna make a best albums of the year video at the end of the year. Like I did movies last year, so I just stick around. We'll see where this joint ends up on my list, you know what I'm saying? With all that being said, I hope some of that meant something and wasn't just a lot of rambling. But that's pretty much it. That's my review. If you like it, you can like it, you can subscribe, you can watch some other album reviews or some other KB related videos, and I will see y'all next time.